Okay, hi, ladies and gentlemen. It's got shave going on. Anyway, Bonkai 922. Okay, this is gonna be a quick video. Not gonna drill on too much. So the spring has come. um, I don't really have much layover for the winter. There's only really two shows from the winter that I did not review yet, and of course that's Tales of Outcasts and Eternity. Eternity is going to be a trip. That's all I have to say. If I review when I review it, it's so dramatic and so depressing. It's like I gotta have to take my time on that. But anyway, the sprint. Let's get into it. Now I got a list. Um, just like last season, how I basically I'm splitting it up into two sections. I have what I'm reviewing episode wise, which, as I stated before, was Ancient Man, Ancient Magus Bride, season 2, um, Gundam, which, and Hell's Paradise. Those are the three, and that's the ones I'm sticking. Summer will be different, but those are the three I'm doing episode reviews on. For the sprint, I'm going to be doing first impressions, and then I'm going to do anime series reviews. And at the end of the season, for the first impressions, I will do an anime series review on these shows. Now, some of these shows are insane. I'm like, what the hell is this? Like, what is going on here? The ones that really drawed me, I'm going to read off. So, let's start with the anime series reviews. We got 2 season 2s. By the way, I'm not doing Dr. Stone. Dr. Stone is, a little bit over my head, to be honest. It's very scientific, you gotta know your shit if you want to review Dr. Stone. So I'm gonna stay out of that. Sorry. I'll watch it though. I'll watch it. So, anime series reviews. We have 2 season 2s. One is Tanakawa, Over the Moon. I'm going to review that when it's done. That show I watched last time, season 1. It really got to me because I thought it was very heartwarming. It's a very good show. Basically, it's about this guy and he almost dies from a car accident. And he's saved by this girl. He tries to find this girl, and they get married. But there's more to it. Then, of course, there's Ranking of Kings. That's my shit, man. That show, that season 1, oh my god. Now, this is going to be season 2 that we're going to get into, but it's great. I loved it. I loved the hell out of that shit. And I'm really looking forward to buckling down and doing an actual anime series review on this show. It's been a long time coming. Then we have Konosuba Side Story about Megumi. This one's gonna be funny, but in a weird way. It's gonna tell you the story. This one is basically telling you the story of Megumi way before she met Kazuma and everybody else. This is when she starts off learning magic at the academy, and she goes through all the adventures. We'll see, the cat that she has and all that jazz. But that's going to be an anime series review for me to do. I figured to do it that way because I've already seen Konosuba and what have you. And the last one on the list, I am not doing first impressions on this because this is kind of a copycat. Because I've seen an isekai like this before. Well, it wasn't an isekai. It was more like, okay, he was thrown into a video game. This is that show that came out a couple of seasons ago. Me and my two-hit multi-attack mom. Yeah. Now we have my one-hit kill sister. Basically, this dude gets isekai'd to another world. I'm trying to think, did he die? I'm trying to remember from. No. Backtrack. He gets isekai. He doesn't. He's in a coma or something, and he has his sister. Well, I should say older sister. Who? Yeah, I'm calling this a fetish anime for reasons that will be divulged when it's over, and I actually do a proper review on it. But those are going to be the anime series reviews. So we got Over the Moon, Ranking of Kings, Konosuba, Side Story, and When It Kills Sister. Now, first impressions. There are some doozies on this list. Dead Mount, Death Play. This show, oh my god. It's an isekai, kind of. I don't know, I think you could call it an isekai. But the MC, necromancer. It's literally, that's who he is. He's a necromancer called Corpse God? It is insane. It's pretty gruesome too, from my understanding. And I'm definitely gonna do a first impression on that. I'll lie, the first impressions are gonna happen after 4 episodes instead of 3. I figured to get this deal a little extra. Then there's A Galaxy Next Door. That's a little different. That's more heartwarming kind of thing. There's this manga artist, mangaka, who lost his father. And he's making ends meet, trying to provide for his sister, his younger siblings. And then this woman shows up who has some kind of extraordinary powers. Like she's a princess from the stars. Very weird, because it's called Galaxy Next Door, so that makes sense, I guess. So we have that one. My Home Hero. This show, what the hell? It is, damn. It's like Yakuza. A father, husband goes taking the law in his own hands, basically. That's what it is. It's like, damn. I think episode 2 came out today. I'll watch it eventually. Then we have Legendary Hero. This show is hilarious. The concept. Oh my god. So there's this Legendary Hero. It's a fantasy anime. And this random dude who has a childhood friend has these pitfalls all around his house. The Legendary Hero. Alright. You get what this is going. But I'm not going to say what happens. All I have to say is this. You know how you have Dead Mount, Death Play? And there's a necromancer in there? In Legendary Hero, there's a I'm a necromancer, but I'm not going to say what happens. It's oh my god. Then after that, we got the next one. Rakudo's Bad Girls. This one I love. The animation looks interesting. The story looks interesting. The concept is out of this world. The MC, main character, gets this scroll from his grandfather. And by the way, in the school, he's bullied all the time. But he opens this scroll and activates it. And now, every female delinquent in his school loves him. Falls in love with him. But it's really cool. I love the concept. I love the animation. It looks really, really good. So that's gonna be your first impressions as well. 3 left. Now, this 6th one has an asterisk. Now, someone put it on Twitter. Okay. There's some really, really, really bad CGI showed in the first episode. Now, I hope to dear freaking God, and I say God because that's what it's called, working for God in a godless world. I'm going to let the CGI pass as bad as it is because the concept to me is very intriguing. Guy basically gets reincarnated into a new world. But in this world, there's no gods. God does not exist. And something happens and he's able to summon his god, who happens to be like a little girl or something. No, but don't let the... I want to do first impressions on it. Hopefully episode 2, 3, and 4 does not have that bad CGI as it was. But yeah, it's going to be that. And the last 2 are going to be Skip the Loafer, which is a heartwarming one. Look, a girl who's she lives in the country, and she goes to school in Tokyo. It's kind of fun. I like it. It's pretty funny. Is that one. And then finally, Magic and Muscles. Now, I reference Magic and Muscles. You want to reference Black Clover? But it is and it isn't. Because unlike Asta in Black Clover, the main character doesn't have that. He doesn't have a spell book. He just has... He's strong as stuff, as hell. He's just strong. He's just... And like, logistically, just... There's scenes in this episode where he's just like batting away spells with just his strength. Okay. But that's the list. So, if I had to gander, last thing I'm going to say, Rakuto's Bad Girls, Legendary Hero is Dead, Dead Mount Death Play, Working for God in a Godless World. I think those are really out of the box. They are tremendously out of the box concepts and ideas, and this is what I'm talking about. You need shows like this. If you're going into the fantasy genre, or just doing an anime, what have you, specifically God in a Godless World, Legendary Hero is Dead, and, I'm looking at my phone, sorry about that, Dead Mount Death Play, those shows are out of the box. Just like how Saito and Campfire Cooking were. Because they're not the same. It's not the same drudgery. They're new concept, new kind of characters, comedy. It really opens up the fantasy genre. And trust me, there are other shows I'm watching this season. It's the same shit. God is really powerful. God is really... We're sick and tired of that. Enough. Give us a necromancer. That's a great idea. Whoever came up with that manga, if it's a manga, whoever came up with that idea, give this guy an award. Fantastic. But that's the list, people. So let's see. We are on the 11th now. So let's see. Probably the end of the month. Yeah, the end of the month of this month, you're probably going to see these reviews. And like I said, Over the Moon, Ranking of Kings, Konosuba, and One Hit Kill Sister, those will come at the end of the season. And like I said, First Impressions are going to have an anime series review at the end of the season as well. So look forward to it. This is going to be intriguing. I just want to let you know it's going to be one of those seasons. It's going to be good. It's going to be really good. This is Bonkai 922. I will catch you guys on the flip side.